pronghorn could give a human athlete an 18-mile head start in an Olympic marathon and still win. This makes daunting physical demands on the pronghorn's body. Its muscles need to be stoked like a furnace with enormous supplies of oxygen. The pronghorn is specially adapted to meet this demand. As it starts to run, the pronghorn's mouth gapes open, sucking in great gasps of air. To handle this intake, its trachea is as wide as a wildebeest's, an animal 3 times its size. The lungs are oversized too. The pronghorn has as much oxygen-absorbing area as a 600-pound adult male gorilla. The heart, which pumps the oxygen out to the muscles, is also unusually large. What makes the pronghorn run so hard? Evolution. As predators like the wolf, the mountain lion, and the coyote become faster and fitter, prey like the pronghorn have to keep one step ahead. For an animal in the wild, athletic prowess is a matter of life and death. A human high jumper can soar about 1 body length above the ground, a little over 8 feet. By animal standards, that's pathetic. The best human high jumper is effortlessly outclassed by a spider. This jumping spider is a merciless predator. It stalks, then pounces on its startled victim. But there's more than one element of surprise in this leap. It should be physically impossible. Jumping spiders have no stretching muscles in their knee joints. They achieve their incredible leaps entirely by hydraulics. As the spider gets into position, it flexes the back half of its body with strong muscle contractions, pumping up the blood pressure in its front end. Then, when the pressure peaks, the spider releases a trigger and sends the blood shooting downward out of the body cavity like a hydraulic piston. The hollow legs fill up and snap straight under the pressure, and the spider leaps with devastating accuracy to land on its prey, which it then disables with an injection of poison. Other animals use jumping as a way to escape their predators. Frogs can leap up to 10 times their body length. For a human, that would mean a standing jump of more than 60 feet. The frog's dramatic leap is a product of sheer muscle power, not hydraulics. Its legs are encased in powerful muscles, and they are twice as long as its torso. The elongated bones are immensely strong, perfect propulsion machines. The flying frog has an extra advantage. Its webbed feet act as parachutes and extend the leap into a glide. It holds the distance record for frogs, more than 50 feet. But gliding is cheating. The African springbok antelope uses a type of high jumping called pronking to leave its predators in the dust. The springbok should be an easy meal for a cheetah, but springboks vary their pace by suddenly launching themselves into the air, leaving the cheetah confused. pronk can carry a springbok 10 feet above the ground and 30 feet forward. When a whole herd of springboks start pronking together, their predators don't know which way to turn. The springbok's powerful thigh muscles contract to supply the lift for takeoff. Long, elastic tendons in the legs absorb and recycle that energy for the next leap. It makes a human ballet dancer's most spectacular leap look flat-footed. The kangaroo uses jumping not to escape predators, but as a means of locomotion. At low speed, the kangaroo looks ungainly. It shuffles along on its heavy back legs like a lame rabbit. It's hard to believe that this awkward-looking animal could be one of the fastest movers on Earth. But at full speed, the clumsy shuffle vanishes, replaced by a smooth, gravity-defying motion that can drive an adult kangaroo along at 40 miles an hour. It can cover more than 26 feet in a bound. The efficiency of the gait increases as the kangaroo finds its stride. In fact, the faster the pace, the less oxygen the kangaroo uses. At high speed, the kangaroo's body is held flat, and the huge muscular tail levels out, counterbalancing the individual hops. The result is a smooth and surprisingly elegant gait. But of all the world's great leapers, the undisputed champion isn't Fido the dog. It's Fido's fleas. Insignificant little pests, just 1/16 of an inch long. Fleas are parasites. To get from the ground to a new host, they must jump about 100 times their own body length, far beyond the wildest dreams of any human high jumper. Just to make life more interesting, fleas accomplish their leap from a kneeling position. The flea's takeoff produces an acceleration rate 20 times what's needed for a rocket to escape the Earth's gravity. Muscle alone couldn't accomplish this amazing leap. Instead, the flea uses resolin, the most efficient rubber-like protein on Earth. Before a jump, the flea crouches, compressing the tiny resolin pads at the top of its rear legs. On takeoff, the resolin springs back, returning nearly 97% of its stored energy in an elastic recoil. The sudden energy release sends the flea hurtling into the air toward its next target. And if it misses, the flea can leap again, thousands of times per hour. Now, if only a flea could slam dunk. A champion human weightlifter can lift 560 pounds and hold the load overhead for a few seconds. Animals are much stronger, but they don't always look the part. The leopard is one of the most slender and elegant of the big cats, but it's also the strongest. Leopards tend to live alone, and they'll eat virtually anything, from the tiniest beetle to an antelope twice their size.